Okay, hi everyone. In this video I'm doing a review of my camera, the Nikon D700. This is my upgraded camera which I've used since, because my camera before was the D300, which I've done pretty much everything with. But then I've gone for this one for a couple of reasons. But one is also just the full frame sensor and its ISO ability compared to the D300, which was already very good in terms of kind of digital camera styles. But the D700 just kind of humps everything. So in this video I'm just going to do a couple of things which just kind of let you know about it. First of all, its weight. This is actually quite a heavy camera. In comparison, I think once you've got the battery in, it's around about a kilogram in weight. Okay, let's say it's exactly a kilogram in weight. The D300 is about 800 grams. So you're going about 200 gram difference. Now that's not a huge amount to the average person, but you will notice that whenever you pick up the D700 you kind of go, ooh, that's a bit heavier, it's a bit sturdier, it's a bit bigger as well. And which is good. You kind of feel it's kind of a bit more robust as well. You feel that it's not going to just break. The D300, you're never going to have a problem with it anyway. It's already built amazingly. If you drop it from a building, it's not really going to break. The other thing is you've got a nice big viewfinder. With these full frame cameras, you've got a much bigger hole for your eye to look in, which just makes it much easier just for, instead of always like squinting down like that, you don't have to like really pierce your eye through the eye of a needle, as it were. This one as well, now one of the things about going from the D300 to the D700 is that you lose some frames per second. The D300 was able to do, I think, like 8 frames a second. Now this one, if I put it onto manual, fast shutter speed, if I go continuous high, this is how fast its 5 frames a second is. Okay, so not really that fast. Oh, is that on auto ISO as well? Oh my goodness, no, should never have auto ISO badness. Well, actually that's the thing. This camera, you can do auto ISO. I would never do it with the D300 because if it goes up beyond ISO 1600, there's so much noise and so much guff in your image that it's just useless. But with this, as you've probably seen in my previous videos, I'm just blown away by how good the quality of the images are, especially the RAW files and the JPEGs, when you're shooting ISO 3200 or whatever. So here, that's pretty good. That's sounding pretty good, and that's giving me an ISO 6400. But, okay, so that's 5 frames a second, but you can, if you've got this little bit, and something which I had with my D300, which was the extra MD battery grip, you can either have an extra battery inside there, so that means it takes like 2000 photos before it even needs a charge, or if, like me, you got this at the time when you got your D300 or whatever, you keep a hold of this, because this is now worth about £250, I think they're selling it for. And if you can stick 8 AA batteries into it, like this, so that's 8 AA batteries, stick it in here, tighten it on, stick it onto the Nikon D700. Putting the AAs, for some reason, gives you a faster frames a second. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so once you've got the extra battery pack onto the camera, listen to this. Ooh, like a shuttle, like something very cool. It's also quite noisy, like the actual sound of it going up and down, it really batters because it's such a bigger sensor compared to the APS-C size sensors. You'll hear it. I'll let you hear that again. So that is, I think that's 8 frames a second there. So if you've got the extra battery pack, you really do not need to worry about the slow frames a second. It just kicks ass. That is really badass there. Again, any sports, anything where people are jumping or flying or falling or something like that, 8 frames a second, it really is as fast as you need. In some of the videos we've done where there's people doing snowboarding jumps, I've taken it 8 frames a second, but I've only used maybe half of the photos. So it's only really been a 4 frames a second. But 8 frames is good to have. Okay, more coming up in the next video.